There is a lot of foreshadowing in Lost, but one of my favourite parts comes in Season 2. In the episode 2 for the Road, we see Sawyer on the beach reading a manuscript. Jack tears it out of his hand, rips out the last few pages, and throws them on a fire. But the manuscript itself is called Bad Twin, which is a great bit of foreshadowing for Jacob and the Man in Black. What with them being twins and all. But it could just be a random manuscript, a random title, and just a coincidence, right? Why should we think there's any deeper meaning? Well, the second cool detail from this is that the writer's name is Gary Troop. Sawyer's hand is obscuring it here, but it was clear when Hurley was holding the manuscript a few episodes earlier. But also in the final season, we see Sawyer in Jacob's cave, and candidate 90 is Troop. So the writer of this was a candidate. Canonically, Gary Troop is this guy from the pilot, the one who gets sucked into the plane engine and... But in the extended lore of Lost, Gary Troop also wrote a book called the Valenzetti Equation. And if you've watched my video about the numbers, you'll know the Valenzetti Equation is an equation which uses the famous Lost numbers, 4, 8, 15, 16, 23, 42, in an equation to predict the date that humanity will go extinct. Gary Troop and his writing, very linked to the island. One final detail is that Troop is spelt without an E on the end, and that's very important. Because Gary Troop, spelt without an E, is an anagram of the word purgatory. Now at that point, as early as Season 2, maybe it was a red herring, because a lot of fan theory suggested maybe the island is purgatory, something we now know is not true. They absolutely weren't dead the whole time. But we do know that the flash sideways in the final season is a form of purgatory. When you die on the island, that's where you go. And dying on the island is something Gary Troop did very early in the show.